My name is Ed Hale. I'm a fundraiser for the March of Dimes.
The March of Dimes crusades to prevent preterm birth, infant mortality, and birth defects.
I do my fundraising through the March of Dimes Bikers for Babies event in Kansas City, Missouri. It's #1 in the nation because the amount of money that it raises, of course, and it's not per capita, it's the dollar amount, which is impressive.
Bikers for Babies is kind of it's a term that catches you off guard because you think rough and rugged and strong, and then when you think about babies, you think about how babies are so helpless.
You know, the contrast between the bikers and the babies is kind of interesting. A lot of things are said about bikers, but one thing I can tell you, and I believe there's been studies done, that per capita, bikers are some of the most giving, if not the most giving, people out there. They care about their own and they also care about others. I think babies are a perfect match for bikers.
I mean, you can still be a tough guy and care about kids, so.
Yeah, babies rock.
The passion behind what I do, and the reason it's become a big part of my life, is the way it touches people. It's not only a great cause to be involved in. I don't know if we were seeing a woman who's lost a child, it's a horrible sight.
People like Ed can put a passion to it by standing on their own 2 feet and not saying, well, at my job, we're doing this project. But when someone knows you're really coming from the heart, you can really make a significant difference in someone's life. I think we never would have raised the money we did if we weren't telling everyone we know our experiences or if they hadn't seen us go through everything.
I would suggest the March of Dimes for other people. It's a great way to give back to the community. It's a common goal that we're all facing, our children. We want our children to be healthy.
When somebody like Ed takes it upon himself, it really, not just the money that he raises, it really just brings an awareness to prematurity, because I don't think people really understand how frequent premature babies are.
When we look at the March of Dimes and the impact that they've made, it's just incredible. The lung machines that have saved babies all over the world. March of Dimes funding, you know, the research that goes on all the time, the new vitamins for prenatal care. A lot of people don't understand, if you've had a healthy baby, March of Dimes has helped you too, because their research is making those vitamins that you're taking.
We're truly grateful to the March of Dimes, and that's why we were touched when they asked us to be the ambassador family, because as we've grown to know the mission of the March of Dimes, we just realized that we're indebted, and we're so thankful, because if it weren't for some of the therapies that were utilized in our children's lives, we might not have 2 children. And we've met many families who don't have their children, and we're just grateful for the 2 that we've got, and we want to prevent any parents in the future from going through some of the heartaches that we went through to get there.
Choose your charity careful. Look at the March of Dimes hard. The purest of souls. And they deserve a fighting chance, probably more so than a whole lot of charities out there. They haven't had a chance, and I think it's nice that they are able to live productive lives and live.
I believe that it's really possible that we could significantly decrease the number of families that this is affecting. And it's more emergent now than ever. Between '94 and 2004, just in Kansas where we live, the premature birth rate went up 20%.
My big picture is for someday to bring the March of Dimes $1 million that came from my posse. I want to spread the posse out to different states, different areas, different cities. If I had a posse in every city that the March of Dimes does a Bikers for Babies route, I think I'd have my $1 million. I'd be pretty close. The people in my group are the most wonderful human beings you've ever met in your life. There's doctors, there's police officers, there's so many different backgrounds, but we all come together for a cause. When I started my posse years ago, I decided that the posse was the community coming together to fight a wrong. And I thought that was a great name for my group. They're coming together to fight a wrong. This may not be in the Western days where you're after a criminal, but I think that premature birth is robbing our community in a way, and it's taking away from us, and we need to get back.
Thanks again, Ed. Everything that you do, we truly, truly appreciate. We know that you work really, really hard affecting many people's lives in different ways, and we're just thankful that our lives were touched by the research of the March of Dimes. And so we're so grateful.
Come on! That's right! Oh yeah! That's right!